Hey everyone, this is Daryl Christopher coming at you from Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. This is Comic Book Haul Review, Episode 7, Part 6, where I review the Secret Wars tie-in Ultimate End, number 1 to 4. So let's get down to it. If you don't want to know what happens, this video contains spoilers, so stop watching now. If you want to know what happens, keep on watching because I'll lay it all down for you. So let's go down to it. Here we have issue number 1 of Ultimate End, and basically what happens here, Punisher has a role to play in this storyline. The biggest battle is going to be between the heroes of both universes that have come to exist in the same New York City reality upon Battleworld. So there's a lot on the line here. We don't know what's going to happen, who's going to win, who's going to survive. So that's how the series begins. We begin with Spider-Man, the Peter Parker Spider-Man. And things get interesting for him as in the New York City reality that he finds himself in, it's public knowledge that Spider-Man is Peter Parker. And he goes on to meet with his Aunt May of that reality, along with Gwen, who became the Spider-Woman of that reality. So very interesting stuff here. We have the two Tony Starks coming together. Boy, that's a combination for reality for you. Those two, when they get together and what they can do. Interesting things are going to happen, and I will detail it a little more as we progress throughout the series. They think they can make things work out. They have the intellect and the ability to create a reality where there's not just one New York, but they each have their own time and place. And the thing that stands against them, of course, is Dr. Doom, who is the god and master of Battleworld. At the end of issue 1, we have Dr. Doom's military police, the super powerful army of the Thors, and they're coming down. Here's the cover for issue 2 of Ultimate End, and we have Hulk versus Hulk mega battle action going on. The cover says it all. If you want to see Hulk's fight, this is it. And you can see the Thors asserting the will of Doom. And then, shocking death, we have the Thors just completely eliminate and murder Hawkeye, killing him off like it was eating a pancake for breakfast. So very powerful stuff here. We have more interactions between the two Tony Starks trying to make a new and better reality than the one that the heroes of two universes are stuck in. So lots of stuff happening there. As you can see, it's gotten so bad that they've resorted to drinking out of the flask. And you know, with Tony's alcoholism and the other Tony's alcoholism, that's not a good thing necessarily. Albeit it did work for him when he had the more sinister personality of the superior Iron Man, if you followed that series. Here we have what I mentioned before. We have the Peter Parker, the Spider-Man, meeting with the Aunt May of another reality, but still family to him, and Gwen, his former love and girlfriend, who meant a lot to him and died tragically in battle against the Green Goblin, as you know. So we have lots going on here. Then we have the big Hulk battle. That's serious stuff. And as you can see, they're pulling out all the stops with this one. Everyone's trying to get in on stopping this highly destructive battle. So things move us into issue number 3 of Ultimate End. And here's the cover of said issue. Here we have the heroes interrogating the imprisoned Bruce Banner back in human form. And he's getting a mouthful from the Legion there, you can tell. We have things getting pretty catty between the Bruce Banner of one universe and the Doc Green of the other. As you know, Doc Green is the super intelligent, strategic thinking Hulk of the Marvel universe that we used to know and love. So very cool stuff here. I have to admit, out of all the various forms and whole types that are out there and whole personalities, Doc Green has gained a pretty special place in my heart. I really like him a lot, and as you can see, they get into more fighting. We have the Punisher gearing up for more killings to try and set things right. He finds everything really messed up, and he's blaming it all on the heroes and what they did to reality. So he's on the warpath. Here you go. This is kind of an interesting flashback. In the original Secret Wars back in the 1980s, the Wrecking Crew were a big part of that storyline, and we have them again in the 2015 Secret Wars. But these guys are not winners. They're like wrestlers that never win in the WWE or what have you. And at the end we have Iron Man flying away and ready to make a difference. Finally, we have the latest issue here of Ultimate End. We have Ultimate End number 4 of Secret Wars. I have to say, as a series, it was one of the better Secret Wars tie-in. I give Ultimate End a review of 9 out of 10. It really stood up there. I really liked it a lot. It was on par with the quality standards set by such tie-ins as A-Force and Future Imperfect, and in general the Secret Wars tie-ins have been very good. I haven't been disappointed by that really that many of them. It's been a good read, a good comic book event for the summer. The major shake-up and transformation into a new and improved Marvel Universe. So we have issue 4 to end things out, and this is, I believe, because they say at the end of the issue is to be concluded, so I believe it's the second last issue. And when issue 5 comes, I will review that one separately. Check this scene out in issue number 4. We have all the armors of the Iron Man being controlled by Tony Stark coming out. That's an amazing scene. I love the different types of armor that Tony Stark came up with. Very cool stuff here. Unfortunately, though, they don't really do much in the fight, but it was a cool scene, though, I have to admit. One of the better scenes that you've ever seen depicted in a comic. Here we go with more scenes of the Punisher on the warpath. Guns and bullets solve everything to him. So he's trying to make sense of a universe and a reality that's gone crazy. Here we go. This is when things get really serious. Doom has entered the picture and he's coming into the fray, and he's definitely going to assert his authority on this New York City with 2 sets of Universal superheroes. And as you can see at the end, it is the same scene as the very beginning of Ultimate End. In Ultimate End number 1, we have the mega super epic showdown between the superheroes of 2 universes, and it's do or die, and it's all or nothing. And we're just gonna have to wait for issue number 5 to see how it all turns out. And we know by the final panel, as it says, to be concluded, the Ultimate Universe Spider-Man Miles Morales is going to make a big impact in the story. So it'll be very interesting to see where things go. Anyways, everyone, that is my Comic Book Haul review, episode 7, part 6, where I reviewed Ultimate End, issues 1 to 4. Thank you, as always, to my awesome subscribers, to my fellow comic book lovers on YouTube, to the people bored at work and willing to watch anything who've come across this video and decide to watch it, and of course the people who love random YouTube videos and have come across this one and decided to watch it and learn a little bit about comic books. Thank you very much, everyone, and keep your eye out for more videos. I'm adding them all the time to the Reverie Soul YouTube channel on YouTube. I'm your host, Daryl Christopher. Take care, everyone, and see you next time.